Hello and welcome to Outside Xbox, your watching show of the week. I'm Jane.
And I'm Mike. This week I've been boning up on my ancient history in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah. Did you learn anything interesting?
Yes, the Spartans kicked the shit out of everything that moved. Yeah, it's amazing when you find a game that just makes history come alive with such total perfect accuracy. I was telling Andy about it earlier today.
Oh, I wondered why he took a sick day. In the reason box, he'd just written rage. So in Assassin's Creed Odyssey so far, you've primarily focused on the kicking.
Sorry, what? I was just thinking about kicking.
Okay, so aside from the kicking, how is it? Any good?
Yeah, in fact, you could say that I
Don't say you got a kick out of it.
got a kick out of it.
You said it.
Yeah, I did.
Right then, so kicking aside, what's it like?
It's kind of like The Witcher 3.
Say what now?
Yeah, right.
Come again, Mike?
Yeah, I know, right. So obviously, Assassin's Creed Origins was this kind of, vastly different Assassin's Creed game.
Sure.
Odyssey, it feels now like Origins was sort of halfway between old Assassin's Creed and Odyssey, which is a much more like fully featured RPG. So it's got the kind of branching storyline type stuff and the decisions that you make that are kind of key to sort of the story, and then you've got much more in the way of sort of RPG style kind of side quests and things to.
Oh, okay.
to
So
mop
you're
up.
saying Origins was a step along the way towards full RPGification
Right.
for Assassin's Creed.
And I don't know about you, but
Okay.
like even in the old school Assassin's Creed games, I remember thinking, this world they've created is amazing, this city is awesome, I would love to be doing more sort of RPG stuff in there, like really getting involved with the sort of society and things like that.
Hello, Luris. Business looks good.
Because always the old ones felt like a sort of superficial run around the rooftops, but never really getting into the depths of the city. This is an enormous RPG and is, as far as I'm concerned, all the better for it. What's really interesting is that they've got a choice at the beginning of the game, which is going for either guided mode or exploration mode.
Okay.
So guided mode is the kind of more old school Assassin's Creed thing where objective markers just kind of pop up
Okay.
everywhere. Exploration mode, you have to do a bit more investigation to find your sort of objectives and things. So instead of saying, oh, go to this vineyard, blah, 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 it'll be like, oh, the vineyard's somewhere to the south of this mountain, and you have to kind of go and find where things are, which again makes it feel a little bit more organic.
Where can I find Marcus's new, beautiful estate?
You know the statue of Zeus on Mount Ainos? It's south of that.
Okay.
I mean, it does tend to get a bit samey when no one actually knows where anything is. They've just got a vague sort of square mile where they know where
It's in that
yeah, it's in that
direction.
vague sort of direction.
Any idea where these bandits are?
I'm not a tracker, I'm a boyer. They're in the mountains somewhere, that much I know. I'd check close to the lumber camps.
But it does encourage you to discover things
Yeah.
on your own.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, rather than just going from point to point on the map. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, eventually you will discover it, and it'll give you the prompt to send your eagle out to have a look.
Right.
But by and large, it feels very different, even from Origins, which is really interesting because
Why
mechanically
do you
it's very
say
similar.
Witcher though?
I think it's, I think just sort of the pace of the story and the way it kind of unfolds, the size of the world. I mean, it's enormous. Like if you look at the world map, it's huge, absolutely huge. And that general sort of sense of the way the conversations flow and the way your choices are sort of presented and things, and the idea that consequences might not be immediately obvious. So, for example, you might spare some bandits because it seems like the nice thing to do, and they might then ambush you down the road later on, although I did walk around the back of them, so they were all sort of waiting behind these columns for me, and I'd kind of gone off around into the woods and come back round, and they were all a bit surprised to see me.
That's okay. That's
But
what
yeah.
you might do in real life.
Yeah.
Strategically.
Those bandits did not account for my terrible sense of direction when I was looking for this vineyard I was going to.
Okay. So taking it back
Yeah.
a little bit, for the uninitiated, it's an Assassin's Creed game.
Correct.
It's a big open world Assassin's Creed game.
Yes.
More RPG than ever. It's set in and around ancient Greece.
Yes, about 432 BC, if I remember correctly.
Around that specific year.
Yeah.
431 BCE, here we come.
And you play either Alexandrios or Cassandra.
Right,
So-
Cassandra being the obvious choice because she's a total badass.
I've heard the voice actor is really good.
She's great, yeah.
Fun's over. Tell that one-eyed freak if he ever sends you here again, I'm gonna cut out his other eye and feed it to my bird.
And she's, like, seriously hench. Her arms are incredible. Like, she's just got these massive, like, it's like 2 tickets to the ancient Athenian
She's
gun
like, what
show.
you got, Lara?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing on me.
She looks like she could
Yeah.
tear Lara's head off and
Oh, jeez.
boot it over the path.
Oh, wow. Why you gotta be like that, ladies?
A clean slaughter. Very good work.
Not much sympathy for the men who work with you.
So I really like her, yeah. I think she's a strong Assassin's Creed character, and I also feel like it's weird that, you know, when the title screen comes up, it's Dude Assassin, and actually I think most people are going to play as Cassandra just because it's a bit more interesting. I've played a lot of Dude Assassins.
Are you actually an assassin?
No. Here's what's interesting, because
Yeah.
this is, although Assassin's Creed Origins was like, oh, it's the origins of the Assassin's Creed Order.
Yeah.
This is, like, I think even earlier than that.
Okay.
So, because I think it's about, I think Origins was around sort of 50 BC maybe.
Okay. So you're a few hundred years before that.
Yeah.
So is it like the proto-assassins?
I'm not even sure it is. I mean, maybe there's something at the end, but I mean, there's clearly
You're
the.
just someone in
who likes
olden
murdering
days
people.
who
I'm just a
kills
murderer.
people.
I'm a serial
Okay,
killer.
fine.
No, what's interesting is that your weapon is the broken spearhead of Leonidas, right?
Okay.
And the game actually kicks off with you playing as him.
Oh.
So although it broadly starts quite slowly and it's
Mm.
hours and hours of like little side quests and sort of menial tasks, actually the little intro bit, prologue, is you wrecking up a ton of Persians
That
as
old
Leonidas.
chestnut.
Xerxes sends his sheep to slaughter. Come, Persian!
Yeah.
It's really funny because he pops up on screen, and I don't know about anyone else, but I'm there going, say the line, say the line, say the line. And he does not say, this is Sparta.
That's probably TM, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
I think it probably
TM
is.
that one movie that time.
What I do love about it is a weird little observation is that he's giving his like rousing speech
Yeah.
about like beating up the Persians.
Yeah.
And he wraps that thing up probably 5 seconds before the Persians literally arrive and like slam into
Perfect
you.
timing.
Yeah, he's like,
For our sons! For our daughters! For Sparta!
you know that?
Nailed it.
Did you see on Twitter that Michael Burke, like the perfect link
Oh,
where
yeah,
he delivers
yeah.
it and then the
And
train turns
comes
up
in
and he
steps
steps
onto the train.
It's that, but in
That's
like
where he
ancient
learned
Greece,
it.
basically.
Nice. Well, that was the true power of the ancient Spartans, was delivering a really great war speech
Just in
2
time.
seconds before the dawn of battle.
Yeah.
And also, so it wasn't about having amazing tactics. It was about having a magic spear. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently
it's like
so.
Is
yeah.
it a piece of Eden then? It's always a piece
It's
of
yeah,
Eden.
it's like a first
It's like a
civilization artifact or
golden
whatever.
magic artifact.
So that's, I think, the connection and stuff.
so
but-
although you're not an assassin in the sense the order hasn't been founded, you've got one of these
Yeah.
magic artifacts.
And maybe you don't realise why you're such a badass. And it's partly to do with your broken spearhead. Which it does look really weird, just sort of strapped to the back.
Yeah, I remember it now actually. Yeah,
is
because that's
odd.
where all your sort of powers derive from.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, so this is one of the things I really, really like about Odyssey,
Okay.
which is that, you remember in Origins there were little bits where they kind of flirted with mythology and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly the DLC, which took you to the kind of land of the dead, was very kind of
Oh,
mythological,
yeah.
giant
Yeah,
scorpions,
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Well, brilliant. In Odyssey, they're just like, ancient Greece is cool, but you know what's even better? Ancient Greece with all the mythology in there as well. So which
Being
is,
real.
Yeah, which is why there's the Medusa stuff, which we played at Gamescom.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
you were
Medusa.
right!
It's a bloody Medusa.
There's, you know, all these kind of magical powers. There's basically like a blink, like a Dishonored style blink that you can unlock.
Dang, okay.
All this kind of stuff that was previously kind of either explained away as secret assassin powers or animus weirdness
yeah.
is now like, yeah, it's fine. She just teleports around the place and you
Weird.
know, all this kind of stuff.
Because you've got a magic spearhead.
I think so,
Maybe.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
So that's really cool. They've just sort of abandoned the sort of really like hardcore historical accuracy thing and just gone for, yeah, you know what, like Medusa's cool and the myths are what makes kind of ancient Greece really exciting. So
This is the earliest they've set an Assassin's Creed game,
Yes, I
right?
believe so, yeah.
So maybe that's it. Maybe they're like, we've gone far back enough now, we can do whatever the heck
yeah,
we
if I
want.
were trying to justify it in terms of like narrative, I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, as the DNA gets like further back, you know, myth and reality get intertwined and all that nonsense. If you want, you know, have that one for free, Ubisoft, if you want to kind of
Yeah.
explain this stuff. As
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned, it's just cool that like gods and monsters are all there. And again, it kind of brings it back to why it feels a bit more like The Witcher 3, because it is
mythological.
a bit more of a fantasy RPG.
Okay, I like
but
that.
with like a really good sort of grounding in sort of history.
Right. You mentioned the map is really big.
Yes.
We're also hearing in reviews that the game can be 70 hours long, depending on how you play. That's significant.
That's huge, yeah.
That's huge.
I think that's one of the things that maybe people weren't expecting, because the game came out so hot on the heels of Origins. You know, we're only a year away from Origins' release, and now you've got another sort of 70-hour like epic. I think it's longer than Origins was, and that seems like a lot of games to sort of be turned around in a year. So I think maybe people weren't quite expecting this to be that substantial. I think what they were expecting was it to be a reskinned Origins, and it isn't. And maybe I feel like to a degree, at least anecdotally, there's a bit more muted enthusiasm for this than there was for Origins. I know Origins was the big sort of re-reveal of the series and things, but I think maybe I'm worried that Odyssey might not get a fair shake considering what a good game it is.
Yeah, I feel like, and again, this is more anecdotal than scientific because I haven't taken any surveys lately, but I feel like people have warmed up to it. Like,
yes, a little bit.
When it was first revealed, which was months and months ago, Origins felt so recent.
Yeah.
It's like when they put a new Star Wars trailer out and you're like, I just went to the cinema and saw a Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then
there's another Star War happening.
Star War. But by the time the Star War is ready to come out, you're like,
I'm ready for a Star
I'm ready,
War.
bring it on. So
Ship me out.
Maybe now's the time, you know. And also, part of me feels like Assassin's Creed is a good winter Christmas game. You know,
It's definitely going to keep you busy for pretty much the entire. If you don't want to speak to your family for the whole of Christmas, get started on Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah,
because
I've
it will
got
keep you
fun
busy.
memories of playing some of the earlier Assassin's Creed, like in that limbo between Christmas and New Year. So maybe it's like a tradition thing.
Yeah. Do you know what the one possible wrinkle in that plan might be? Red Dead Redemption 2. Because I was thinking about this.
Right.
It's Assassin's Creed Odyssey is great.
Yes.
And it's a good game by any sort of metric. But having also spent a lot of time this week editing a video about Red Dead Redemption and looking at the way the animations work and the character interactions and the acting and the seamless integration between
You can watch that
world.
video now, by the way. It'll be up there
We'll put it
somewhere.
up there.
Okay, speaking of,
I just feel like it's going to raise the bar so much that if you go back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey afterwards, it's going to look, the animation's going to look a little bit chunkier. Some of the acting isn't great. This mercenary thug guy show up and it was a bit, school play.
When he sails back to Kefalonia, he'll come and break you as soon as he docks, if you don't get it.
Now, let's be civil.
You can't hide behind your glories, Mistios forever, Marcos. He'll kill you, the mercenary, and that little runt girl that hangs around.
So, I do wonder whether, although part of me was like, maybe they should have just held this for a year and dropped it in a year's time, and people would have been even more ready for another sort of Assassin's Creed game. Actually, I feel like getting it out now before Red Dead comes out and just blows everything else out of the water might be a good plan.
Let's go!
Come on.
If you had to guess, what does it mean for Assassin's Creed? I guess it's too early to say, having not finished the game.
What I would say is, don't expect another one next year. I think Ubisoft have said this is it for a little while. And judging by the sort of scale of it, I mean, really it is, like I said, sort of Witcher 3 style scale, and that was a game that took about 7 years. So I think Assassin's Creed games are definitely going to be more infrequent, but also I think they've committed to this RPG thing, and
you think this is the pattern going forward?
I think
not
this
a one-off.
I don't think it's going to step back to a kind of even to what Origins was, really. To be honest, I think this is the new model is these vast sort of super ambitious RPGs, and that's fine by me. My only sort of slight criticism is it's still that MMO style leveling stuff in combat. Right, which
you're not a fan of the numbers come out of
yeah.
someone. You're like, if I hit someone in the head, then they should go down.
Yes, exactly. If I fire an arrow
And be
directly into someone's
Yeah.
skull, I'd like them to die, unless they've got a helmet on or something.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
that
yeah.
it's that level of abstraction beyond what I find palatable.
Fair.
But You know what the solution to that is?
What?
Spartan kick people off buildings. So that's how I've done. It's the first mercenary guy. So it has this kind of nemesis system, like Shadow of Mordor style mercenary system, where these guys are hunting you down. First guy comes along, he's like level 5, and he wanders basically into a fight I'm having with some other people. So I'm sort of like, well, I've got to deal with this guy.
Yeah.
But if I try and fight him, my hits do like barely any damage. But I just climbed up to the top of a building and kicked him off that building twice, and then he died.
Found you!
You should have turned down this bounty, Talos.
Numbers don't have to come out of you if you...
No. Or just big numbers come out when you fall off a building.
Yeah,
basically.
all the numbers come out
Which is
at
fair.
once.
At least that has some kind of internal logic. So yeah, Spartan Kick is the solution to all your problems. I actually had someone tweet me and say they killed the mercenary the exact same way and the first boss, Cyclops, as well. So yeah, so the Spartan Kick is amazing. It's just really entertaining. I think that's the other thing, is there's a bit more wit to it. You know, it's a little bit less po-faced. Everyone's really sweary in ancient Greece as well. Even the old ladies are effing and blinding. It's amazing.
Are you going to get my wood? Those bandits need a thrashing.
History was a sweary place, Mike.
Okay.
And that's Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
Yes.
and that's history,
Yeah.
folks.
Don't tell her.
Hey! Face! Get down here!
Oh, hey, you're back in. You feeling better?
Yeah, fine. It's just that, you know, Mike started talking about how the ancient Athenians used to Spartan kick bears off cliffs, and I started feeling really faint and dizzy with anger, but I'm all right now. Furiously all right.
Oh, well, you're probably still too under the weather to set me a challenge of the week, though, hey?
Not at all, although my fury is impairing my decision-making process.
Oh, that sounds bad for me.
Which is why your challenge will be taking place in Victorian London!
Wait, what?
And here we are in Victorian London, Jane. Look.
So we are.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
There's Evie.
There she is, dressed as a Dracula for some reason.
This is Andy's Evie, if you couldn't tell by the way she's dressed as a massive goth Victorian vampire.
Gothiest
and here we are
possible.
on top of, this is St Pancras Station,
Yes,
is it not?
It is, in Victorian London.
Why are we here and what am I doing?
Well, the challenge we're doing today, Jane, is we're playing London is Lava, which is a lot like the game The Floor is Lava.
But
only
it's London.
So I don't want you to touch the floor of anywhere in London.
Where am I heading to then, Andy?
Well, I want you to get right across London. So
Okay.
if you set let's find a point in Lambeth that looks good.
Lambeth? That's as
far
zoomed
you
as I
okay,
can
well,
go.
can you set a waypoint there.
Okay.
And let's say you got to get to the top
Probably
of that.
some terrible... Oh no, the gang leader's been eliminated there,
Yeah,
so
that's right.
I'll be fine.
That's right, I've eliminated.
Now, St Pancras Station, if you don't know London, it's a train station. It's still a train station today.
Yes.
But if you don't know what a St Pancras is, and who does, frankly...
I've just looked him up. He was a Roman citizen who converted to Christianity and was beheaded for his faith at the age of 14.
Sounds great.
So there you
but
go.
in present-day London,
Right, sure.
it's where YouTube has its office and
Yes.
studio, and Google is also.
It's
so
the
we know
spiritual
the
home.
area as the place we go to when we want to talk to YouTube.
Yeah, it's the spiritual home of Outside Xbox, so we're going to start out
It's
here.
also a very fancy train station. It looks somewhat like this
It's
now.
a bit Harry Potter-y.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Jane, so that's you've just got to make your way across London.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I see you've discovered the line launcher.
Well, I knew
early.
about it.
Yeah.
But this is probably the recent Assassin's Creed I've played the least.
Oh, okay.
if
I
I'm
loved
honest.
it. I absolutely
I know
loved
you did. That's why
Syndicate.
you've got the vampire outfit and
Yeah.
everything. Right, so I've set my waypoint. It's over there. I've got to get 1.5 kilometres
across London without
across
touching the
London.
floor.
Let's go over to the Cockham Merchants.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's where you go to buy your cockums back in the day.
And what was one of those?
It was a kind of eel that you ate in a aspic jelly. Yeah.
Sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa,
where am I
there
going
you go.
now?
You're going you're entering blighter territory.
That sounds bad. I
Yeah.
thought you dealt with all these blighters.
Well, I left some of them, so there'd be a little bit of a challenge.
Okay, fine. All
But
right. This
just
isn't
listen
exactly...
for the call of the blighter. They'll
Okay.
be like, "Gore blimey, Governor!
Okay,
There's
fine.
only a vampire lady off up on the roofs."
Okay. And off we go. Come on, Evie.
Yeah. No plummeting to the
No
streets. That's
plummeting
against
to
the
the
rules.
streets. Okay.
Fully against
There
the
we go.
rules.
This is really good.
Yeah, it is.
Man, I should have played more
This
Syndicate.
game was great.
Also, it's London, which,
I know.
is nice.
Victorian
I like
London.
it.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Right now, it's a pretty big gap.
Okay, that's fine.
Pretty big gap.
Oh. Is this like an upgraded line launcher? Does it start off doing smaller gaps and then upgrades?
No,
Or is it
actually, I
always
can't
like this?
remember. It was a while ago when I played it.
Okay.
I just remember I kept going around Alexander Graham Bell's house and he kept giving me electric bombs that he'd invented.
And you're like, Alexander, please.
And then you're like, I've got this idea for a thing called the telephone. And he's
you're like, never catch on.
Yeah.
Sounds bad.
You know how Assassins invented everything, if you listen to Assassin's Creed.
Well, they were like present for the invention of everything.
Yeah.
They were like the muses of everything.
There's that bit in one of the Ezio games where his mate comes in. He's like, "Oh, I'm drinking this thing called coffee," and Ezio's like, "You should
this is disgusting.
add milk to it. Call it a latte." Ezio out.
TM Ezio.
All right,
okay,
no line launching now.
No
You got
line launching now.
resort to old-fashioned climbing.
Oh.
Good old-fashioned.
Can I line launch from like a back jet? Oh, look down there.
Oh, it's Trafalgar Square. That's where we are.
Oh.
All right.
There's a good water stones over there.
I'm all oriented
now.
now.
Buy books. I'm all oriented.
So don't leap of faith.
Don't leap of faith. The floor is lava.
Yeah, the
London
floor is
lava.
Leaf barrels aren't lava, but then you'll jump out and it will be lava.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be one move to defeat from there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a river coming up.
Cleopatra's Needle. Yeah, you're gonna have to get across the river.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna have to figure that out.
Okay, that's fine. Boats, I reckon.
Boats aren't lava.
Boats are not lava. Don't touch the streets of London or the rivers of London.
Yeah. This is the Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
I must never
the
touch.
lesser known
the second
part
creed.
of the creed,
Part 2.
Nothing is forbidden.
Stay
Everything
your blade
is permitted.
from the flesh of an innocent.
Yeah, but also
Don't
don't touch the floor.
Also, the floor
for the floor is lava.
Yeah.
What if I were to go over here, just
just
for argument's sake? Maybe I can, like you say, ride across on the roof of a carriage.
Yeah, that might work. It'd have to be a precise landing.
To
land on a carriage, though.
I don't want to freak someone out. All right, Evie. No stealth now. Okay.
Oh yeah, she goes invisible whenever she's still. That's one of my perks.
Is that a vampire thing?
No, it's just an upgraded Eevee perk.
Oh, okay. Right, I could drop down onto a carriage that's riding in the right direction.
Does seem
tricky. What are they doing on the roof?
What are you guys doing up here?
What are you guys doing up here?
This is suspicious.
Eevee space.
Yeah.
Hey.
In all your finery.
Hey. Come to suck your blood.
Bleh.
Bleh.
It's me, the blue lady.
If I jumped, I might just stack it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of Oh, how about that one? That carriage. Is that guy going to freak out if I land in the back of his...
I don't know, maybe.
Of his cart. It's quite far as well. Oh, here comes one. Here comes...
Yeah.
it's little...
It's occupied.
And it's slopey.
Yeah.
Yeah, hate it. There's always a cab with someone in, isn't there? Let's line launch down to there. Ooh, I like this.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's just
position
wait.
yourself in the street.
Okay, I got all day, people. Do I like that one? I quite like that one. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Ready, go! Evie, go! Go!
Yes, Evie, yes!
Yes, Evie!
Oh my god.
They didn't even notice.
This is amazing.
Perfect. I'm gonna carriage surf across the Thames.
Oh my god.
And hope there's something to line shot onto afterwards.
This is excellent lateral thinking for getting across the river. I thought you'd have to jump between...
Oh no,
he's
stopping!
Oh no, it's fine.
It's fine. Don't stop!
It's just changing
Keep
lanes.
Going. Yeah.
I thought you'd have to parkour across the
boats. Oh no,
boats.
they're staring at me. They're laughing at me.
That's fine.
They're looking at me, Andy.
You can come back later and suck their blood.
Okay, fine.
Come on, mate.
All right, driver.
We're in a hurry here. We're doing a challenge.
That guy's got a vanity plate on his cart. I can't read what it says.
It says, I love my horse.
Too fast, too furious.
Too horse, too furious.
Look, that guy's overtaking us. He's disrespecting you, driver.
Yeah, what are you going to...
Yeah,
get after him.
Get after him.
Get after him.
Fine, don't get after him.
Fine. Look at how extra your glove is.
My glove? My
your Assassin's Gauntlet.
Gauntlet deal, yeah.
It's just covered in cogs and watches and steam dials
it's like
and gauges.
It's like a Thanos Gauntlet of power. Wait, what was that thing called?
Oh, the Infinity Gauntlet.
Infinity Gauntlet, that's the
Thanos Gauntlet of power.
The Oven Glove of Power. I know what it's called, Andy.
Can you line launch
I've seen
up
that
yet?
movie.
Is it?
No.
Is anything line launched?
Nope, just taking the scenic route towards Lambeth.
Doing the Lambeth walk. Maybe he'll drive you over there.
Maybe. Where are you going, driver?
You going to Lambeth?
Going my way?
You get. Oh no, it's a bad. It's a bad. Shoot him. Shoot him.
How do I shoot him?
Get your gun out. Yeah, like that, and then shoot him. Oh my god! Right in the. Jeez.
Oh no.
Oh no! And now your guy's speeding away.
Fast.
Don't fall.
Don't fall. Don't fall, Evie.
Can you line launch?
Don't fall, Evie. I can't line launch. Why can I not line launch?
Maybe you're not close enough.
Come on, please, driver, please.
Driver.
It's very important I get to Lambeth without touching the ground.
For reasons.
Please. Don't stop driving, driver.
Oh my god.
More
bads.
More bads. Yeah, there you go, driver.
Guys, there's your incentive. Just keep moving.
Oh no, I'm out of bullets. I'm out of bullets, Andy.
For your steampunk
the driver, stop driving. All right, driver, hurry up.
Oh my god, this is
not
tense.
so.
They've got carriages. Why to dodge? Why to dodge?
Still can't line. Can I even Can I even? Can I even
you
get off
even-
this
Oh!
carriage? Can I even get off this carriage without hitting the ground?
Driver.
Driver!
Driver, please.
Oh, driver, please. Okay, I'm not getting any left
Why?
bumper.
Why?
Pro-
Nice.
So, I'm
dodge.
going to have to find another solution. I'm
jump
so
off.
close to Lambeth.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Okay, now jump onto
ready?
the wall.
Ready? Ready? I'm waiting for an awning.
Jump onto that awning.
Jump! Evie, jump!
Yes, yes,
Jump,
I know.
jump,
Oh,
Yes.
man, that was.
Okay,
Oh
fine.
my god.
Woo! Evie, get
That
up
was
there
tense.
on the roof where
That
she feels
was
safe.
really tense.
Okay, it was a little close for comfort, Evie.
Yeah.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Let's get the heck out of Southwark.
Oh, dear me. Everyone, let's go back and play some Assassin's Creed Syndicate, eh?
Hey, everyone, who knew Assassin's Creed
Assassin's
Syndicate was
Creed
good?
Syndicate?
I
Andy
knew.
knew.
I've been
Andy
telling
knew.
everyone.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, but Unity.
Ellen
though.
likes it as well, though.
Yeah,
Ellen
that's
likes
true.
it as well. So I'm trying to get to that
get over-
building.
yeah, get over
that
to that.
building. Okay, all right, fine. Oh, I see a sparkly shard.
Oh,
Sparkly shard of Animus.
Sparkly collectible.
Sparklies.
Yeah, so you just got to get to the spire of that church.
Okay.
And you're home
All right.
free with a point.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh,
Oh, no, don't fall! Oh, you landed on an awning.
Jeez.
Let me see
What
that
happened
awning.
there?
Oh
I
my
landed
god.
on that lower rooftop. Jeez, Evie,
wow.
you nearly got burned up
Evie?
in lava. What the heck?
Oh my god, the
Oh my
heat of the
God.
lava was probably
Yeah, scorching your
scorching
vampire
you.
threads. Let's not do that again, whatever
Whoa,
that was.
What happened?
I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know. Clip through something, maybe?
Or slipped on the
Slipped on
slippery
something?
tiles.
Oh, there we go. Look.
There you go.
I got it. I've acquired the steeple. Let me in. No, wait. Am I going to burn up on
Yeah,
touching
you can't
it?
go in
as
the
a, as a
church,
vampire.
'cause you're a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've got to invite me in, and also it has to not be a church.
Just
Oh,
free run.
wow.
Or you can, I mean,
Oh, man.
why
Man,
do anything
Being an
when the
assassin is easy when you've got a line launcher. Hey!
There, you did it. Well done.
London is lava.
London
Evie is
is
a
lava, no
vampire. Look
And-
how cool she is.
Oh wow,
Oh,
that is
look
so
at her
precarious.
upside down cross choker. That's so goth. Man, she's everything I wanted to be aged 13.
Jane, you saved
Cool.
London from the lava curse, and in the process earned a point
Yay.
in
I'm the
Challenge of
best.
the Week.
So spooky. Look
Well
at that
done.
moon. Yeah.
Back to the studio.
Now it's time to see what's written in the YouTube comments and who is the best boy in the whole wide world.
Is it your dog in Fortnite?
It's my dog in Fortnite!
It is hard to argue with that.
I know, right?
So we're agreed. And first up this week, we have your comments on last week's episode of Show of the Week, in which somehow Mike managed to be in two places at once, like a kind of car-mad Luke Skywalker. Incredibly, he was both on the couch in the studio and at Goodwood House talking about Forza Horizon 4.
Still haven't figured out how he managed to do that.
Hello, sorry, not sorry that I can't be at the studio today, but I am at the Horizon Festival. As you can probably see, there's a big tent behind there. There are some more tents in there for glamping, which as I understand it is camping, only you don't freeze to death. And yeah, we're here at the Goodwood estate, home of the Festival of Speed, now home to the Horizon Festival, and we've been doing a lot of exciting activities.
However he managed to do it, a lot of people are just happy that Mike was enjoying himself, such as commenter Kaelreth, who says, Mike's face in the rally car, 0 to "ah, this is awesome" in 2 seconds.
Yep, that checks out. Commenter Late Sleeper, meanwhile, thinks he might be setting a precedent and says, with Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out soon, I bet Andy is preparing his own body double and tape.
Body double, of course, that's how he did it.
You're not talking about the boxes and balloon with Mike's face on it that I found out by the bins last week, are you? Surely you weren't fooled by that.
No, I mean, you didn't see it, but the body double that Mike used last week was way more sophisticated than that.
Uh-huh.
You all right, Mike? You seem a bit off somehow.
Please turn tape to side 2. I'm fine.
Whew, well, that's a relief. Anywho, commenter Axetaker would like to let us know that, wow, that intro with Mike and the Jag and the Ford and Mike and the slow-mo and leaves, and it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Ever. I don't know, I feel like it reminded me of something.
Oh really? I was getting more like anime vibes.
To be fair, I would watch that.
But before we go sell it to Crunchyroll, let's move on to the comments on this video in which Andy and Mike bought a glitzy nightclub in GTA Online, Los Santos' soon-to-be hottest night spot, Maisonette.
Okay, so this is
Show me
it.
the place.
This is Maisonette, Andy and Mike. As you can see, I've
Nice.
gone for this very tasteful ceiling with the lights.
Oh, wow. Oh my God!
Don't look at that.
Feel
Don't look at that too long. Might make you feel ill.
It's like,
we've got the
it's like
dancing
the end
Jason
of,
Statham's over here from the Shaman video.
Oh yeah,
as you can
I want to see those guys. I want to stop dancing. Hang on. Oh yeah. Oh, they're wearing the weird like plague doctor masks.
Commenter Sean thinks you might be setting yourself up for problems further down the line, Andy, and says, well done getting a bald dancer in a mask. Should make things a little easier for 47 when he inevitably shows up.
Oh yeah, remind me not to stand under any of the many chandeliers when I'm there.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! I lost the skull. I lost the skull. It's in the road.
Oh.
Commenter Minimaster, on the other hand, is more impressed by the destruction I managed to cause trying to get a speaker system across town. Leave it to Mike and Andy to lose 80% of a festival truck before they can even get it to where it needs to be.
Are we going to clear this? No. All right, there go the rest of the speaker stacks. It's fine though, because I think what we want is the ones on the side. So that's fine.
Right, that's fine. Yeah.
But we had all the essential stuff we needed. I was just being efficient.
I'm pretty sure you needed more than 3 wheels.
Jane, any more than 2 wheels is vanity.
Fine. Anyway, commenter Max Health has this last thing to say on the topic. It's not GTA Online until one of you has died trying to parachute. Thank you for filling in for Jane, Mike.
And we are back. Dropping off the speakers.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just jumped off your roof and I died in front of you.
Oh God! Don't do that. You're gonna lower the
clear that up.
Yeah. You're gonna lower the property value.
I am so glad someone was there to fill in my stead.
It's like you were right there with us.
Lastly, in the comments review this week, here's this video which was about the awesome in-game abilities that were, like pouring cereal into a bowl instead of directly into your mouth, way more trouble than it's worth.
Though many people's first experience with the Fallout series was the excellent Fallout 3, Fallout 3 is actually a sequel to the game called Fallout 2, because that's how numbers work.
Commenter NRT isn't sure about that statement, Andy, and says, Andy, because that's how numbers work. Me, eyes Fallout 76 suspiciously.
Oh, you've not played Fallout 5 through 75? You must. In one of them, right, get this, there's a vault, only it goes wrong.
No.
Yes, and commenter Marcus Hoff has an awesome ability of their own to suggest. They say, being an adult is my addition to this list. I can set my own bedtimes, sure, but I'm always super tired.
Barely worth unlocking if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
And here to play us out with the final comment of this week, here's commenter OD Smith, who would like to point out, at the risk of quibbling, technically the cost of Mike installing the orbital laser and unleashing it on that one griefer was still significantly less than what Andy dropped on that nightclub.
Yeah, well what was I supposed to do? Not spend 200 grand on Jason Statham dancers?
So I can choose to hire dancers, choose what they're wearing, and like the gender mix as well. So
can we have Jason Statham from that Shaman video?
Yes, we definitely can.
Cool.
And who wants to drink in a place without glittery purple walls and a headache-inducing ceiling?
Me?
Exactly, Jane. No one. Thank you. I knew you'd back me up.
Sure thing. I'm going back to the couch. I'll see you later.
Okay, well, if you need me, I'll be in here catching up on my new favourite anime, Maiku Doraibu.
Let's all go to the beach and not advance the story at all.
Man, I hate these filler episodes.
That is it for another episode of Show of the Week. Thank you so much for watching. Before you go, we've got a little favour to ask. If you could go ahead and ring the bell, by which we mean click the bell icon to get a notification every time we make a new video. Otherwise you might miss one, and then where would we be?
Doesn't bear thinking about.
Yeah, not with the videos we've got planned.
Such videos.
I can't wait.
Me neither.
I'm hyped thinking about them right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking about them right now too.
Yeah, could you sign out and then we can go make those videos?
Oh yes, thanks for watching. Ring that bell.
Ring it. Okay, good job. Let's go get some lunch.
Oh, I'd love to, but I've got a bit more history to get through.
Oh, you're gonna play more Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
Yes, but I've also started inventing my own history facts for fun. Such as, did you know Spartans are called that because they used to wear a sort of sports tartan into battle?
Oh, is that Andy again? Having another rage pass out?
Yeah, it's like the 3rd time today. Someone should probably do something. All right, anyway. Also, did you know Socrates had an arch rival called Socracoffees? Huh? History facts.